What's up, y'all? What is going on? What is going on with everybody? What is going on with everybody, man? What's up? Everyone having a good one? Everyone out there having a good one, man?
Real home realization.
Everyone having a good one out there? I hope so. Them damn realtor commercials, bro. They on me. They're like, what do you call them? Like telemarketers, right? What's up, everybody? Damn, what's up? Everybody doing good? I hope everyone's doing good. Anyway, I just want to come on real quick, man, because, well, for one, I wanted to come on because Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays is when I'm going to be streaming. Also, let me know if the music is too loud, not loud enough, whatever you guys' preference is. I would appreciate it. Just let me know what's good. But yeah, what's up, y'all? What's going on? It's good to see y'all again. Good to see y'all again. Yes. I know, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. I know. Yeah, so I'm just here. I'm chilling. What up, Kiwi? What up? I see you, Miss Kiwi, in the building. Hey. Good to see y'all, man. Miss Lorraine, good to see ya. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all coming through and seeing what's up. I'm just I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Things are somewhat starting to get back to normal, whatever normal is, right? Whatever our new normal is. But no, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Y'all know me. I'm always positive, filled with positive energy, positive vibes and whatnot. And also let me know if it sounds okay vocally, because I have my earbuds in versus my my headset that I usually wear. I think I like these better, and I'll probably switch to these if the sound doesn't sound all cray, you know what I mean? But anyway, y'all, what's up, man? What is going on? What how's everybody doing? How's everybody hanging? I hope everyone's having a good time. I had to come on this early. I might go live later on tonight as well, which will probably be technically tomorrow, like around maybe 1-2 in the morning or something like that, just depending on how I'm feeling. But yeah, no, I just wanted to get on real quick to say what is up. I hope everybody is having a good time. It's been a wild ride, and I'm finally starting to feel like I'm back to normal, whatever, like I said, whatever normal is anymore. Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been awesome. Right on, Kiwi. If you up, slide on through, girl, slide on through, It's I'd appreciate it, and if not, I understand. I get it. It's late, you know what I mean? So this is yeah. Usually I don't do them this early, but if this works for people, well, actually, if it works for me, then I'm gonna stream, and then hopefully it works for everybody else and all of that. And so, having said that, though, I just want to say, you can follow me on my other social medias if you want. It's not mandatory, but there's the links. If you're in Twitch right now and you're watching me right this minute, there's the links. You can click on the links and follow me on my social medias, my other stuff. But yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to say what's up, and I want to get to the point of why I'm streaming. So one of the reasons is because it's been a minute since I've streamed on a consistent basis, and I streamed on, what's today, Friday? I think I streamed on Wednesday is the last time I streamed, maybe, or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, I want to start doing it on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I don't want to over bombard, but so Oh, I know. I added to my story. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. I very rarely use my Facebook anymore unless it's advertising for stuff like this or photography or something else, you know. But this I had to come on now because this one's a special one for me, guys, and it's because I am so thankful for a lot of things. There's a Q&A that's going to come later. I'm going to answer some questions, give some of my opinions or whatnot, but I just want to come on here and give thanks to everybody that has made a very positive impact, not only in my life, but just has been positive to either be around or positive energy exchange or whatnot. It's amazing. And having said that, I'm very grateful to be able to, for one, get back to doing what I love to do. Biggs is in the building. Funk Shop Biggs is in the building, y'all. Funk Shop Biggs is in this building doing what Mr. Biggs does. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming through. Also, I miss you, man. On your last stream, I was hearing you talk, and I miss you too, brother. We once all this madness and the dust settles and everything gets put back to normal, we're gonna get back to rocking not only Funk Shop TV, but we also have some other things in the works that we cooking up. That we cooking up, I would say. But no, guys, hey, thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I cannot begin to thank y'all and just for the support. For the support, not only of my man Biggs, but the support of any other friend that you guys are supporting, any other family member you guys are supporting. Man, thank y'all. Finally getting back to some sort of normalcy, and I have to say this. Funk Shop Biggs says, yep, back on that business grind now too. Nothing can stop me anymore. Focus like a motherfucker. Okay, dog. That's what I'm talking about. I like it. I like it, man. I like it a lot. And I'm anxious. We're going to get things started, and I'm so happy that, like I said, we can get back to some sort of what they call normalcy. But, I mean, I'm not one who always wants to be normal anyway. But the circumstances, I'm glad we are getting back to somewhat of a normal capacity.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay, man, I get it. All right, Mike. All right. I'm just saying I'm thankful, bruh. Damn, I'm just saying I'm thankful. But anyway, I want to get to what I was going to talk about as far as being thankful. So here we go. So guys, listen, for all of you who have came out to Three Monkeys. So for anybody in here that's watching that doesn't know, I host music and I run karaoke and a lot of things I do for quote unquote a living is music based, right? I have a band, been in a band for about 6 to 7 years now, and we've just signed like our 6th, 7th or 8th contract with another casino at the beginning of last year. This was going to be our biggest year yet, and I remember starting out at little like hole in the wall bars, which I want to say shout out to hole in the wall bars, man. There's some great hole in the wall bars that I love, and I used to just go into and chill out and sing and kind of just hang out or whatever the case may be, man. But we started out at hole in the wall bars playing for not even gas money, you know what I mean? And now we have these casinos under our belts with contracts, and it's just fun, guys. It's fun to see where my band started to where we're at now. And then 2020 happened and all of our shows got canceled. It was going to be a great year, right? Which is it's reason to be down. It's reason to be sad, right? It's reason to be all these things. But the outlook of it is it's not going to last forever. Hopefully, knock on wood, right? And it's all temporary. It's all on a temporary basis. And again, I'm glad to get back to normal. Having said all that, I will say that I'm just the love that everyone has shown, coming out to Three Monkeys, getting back to what I was going to say, coming out to Three Monkeys and showing some love. Thank you so much, man. It's been very emotional. It's been very, very emotional. What up, Red Egg? Yo, what's good, man? You took a time out to come see your boy, say what's up, and stop shooting people on the Call of Duty for a little bit to come say what's up, man. What's good? I'm just sitting here saying what I'm kind of thankful for real quick. I'm not going to be on long, but I just wanted to say, at the place that I finally got back to work, we're able to bust up 25%. So 25% capacity. You know, outside is cool. The owner's done exactly what he said he was going to do, and everything is dope. And they've been open for a while, but as far as like live entertainment and singing and being able to share the love of music with everybody and everybody participating, it's been an awesome thing. And I'm so grateful. I'm very, very grateful. But last Wednesday was the first day. So it's Wednesday, Thursday nights, right? And so last Wednesday, Thursday, not yesterday or the day before, but last week was the first day coming back. And I got to say, we had some technical difficulties and all that, and that's going to happen, right? But thank you, Kiwi. I'm glad I'm not normal too. Got to reciprocate the love, homie. Oh, I already know, man. I feel you. Thank you so much, man. You know, that's the thing. That's one thing I will say. I'll get back to this in a second. But one thing I will say about the Twitch community and streamer community in general is we support each other, man. Even if it's just for a short time, we pop in, we say what's up. Everybody that's in this room right now, please go follow my man, that Red Egg. He's dope. If you're into gaming, if you're into Call of Duty, if you're into first person shooters, stuff like that, please go show him some love. Go follow him, go subscribe, or go do something. Just make sure you go show him some love, because he showed me some love, and that's what we do here. But last week, the first day back in almost a year. From the top, let's go.
Hey, yo. Thanks for the subscription.
I appreciate that, man. Eric in the building. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Hey, kids, how we like that, huh? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Eric. Thank you.
Got it.
So with people that came Wednesday night of last week, my first night back in almost a year, I got to be honest, man, it was emotional, not only for me, but for a lot of people that came up and was singing that they haven't sang in a very long time, almost a year. And I couldn't even finish the last part. Hey, thank you for the cheers. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I couldn't even finish the end of one of my songs I was singing because I got overwhelmed with emotion, man. It's just crazy, because a lot of people that are in music or like to sing music or whatever, there's a reason why we all love music. There's a reason why we all love to sing music at whatever capacity it is. I've been blessed to be able to do a lot of cool things in music throughout my life. And I mean, from American Idol to the experience with The Voice to my band to just a bunch of things, man. And along the way, other people that I've met in music as well, doing the same thing, grinding. DJ Biggs, that guy, I got to open up for Montel Jordan. You know, Montel Jordan, this is how we do it. That guy. If for youngsters who don't know, I got to open up for him. I got to open up for a lot of cool people, and it's because of the relationships that I've built prior to that, and also the hustle and grind of just being someone who loves to sing. And I've been singing forever. But I just want to say that you guys, because of y'all, it was hard for me to finish that first song on Wednesday because I got overwhelmed with emotion. And the whole entire everybody inside the place and even outside was just cheering, not necessarily for me, but cheering for the fact that we get to share music again, y'all. We get to experience that love again together, and it was just crazy. It was crazy. When I go to places, everybody always claps for like when people sing karaoke, right? It's just respectful to clap, regardless whether it's something that is awesome to your ears or something that maybe you might not want to hear. Everyone still claps, right? But this type of support last week and the last couple days, unparalleled, y'all. Unparalleled. And the support of the community, and I'm talking from everything from the tips to being patient with the rules that we have to follow. Thank you, man. Thank y'all so much. I can't thank y'all enough. You know, even people I haven't seen in a while, they're walking up and they're like,
hello, motherfucker.
Hey, well, hello then. What's up? You know, even new people. And I'm like, what's your name?
And his name is John C.
In the door like music is back like it never left. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so I can't thank y'all enough, man. Really, honestly. Because when you're self-employed, because I'm also a photographer, which many of y'all already know that, but if you don't, y'all know now. And I'm also a photographer, and that even slowed down because of COVID and face masks and people not wanting to be close to each other and all that kind of stuff. So my man Biggs, thank you for the cheers, man. Eric, what's up? Kiwi says, greetings, Paul. What's good, Kiwi? Hope you are well. Funk Shop TV in the building. That's what I'm talking about.
Another one.
Yes, sir. And so, man, it's just been huge. It's just been a huge influx of positive energy exchange, and everyone's on board with the 25% and doing their part with the face mask, with the disinfecting. I mean, look, y'all can't tell right now, but my hands are so dry because from wiping off microphones and pens and even wiping off the clipboard and wiping down the countertops and everything that we're supposed to be doing to it's like it's like I'm Italian. It's like everything that we're supposed to be doing, we're doing, and everyone is on board. And I can't tell you enough. The first hug I gave, it was like, we take for granted physical touch, and I'm not talking like sexual anything right now. Human beings are not meant to be in seclusion without some sort of physical touch, a handshake, a hug, just a hand on a shoulder. How you doing, man? Something. Why do you think in prison, which is one of the worst places to go in the world, why do you think within that worst place in the world to go, why do you think within that solitary confinement is even worse than prison? Because we're not meant to be in solitary confinement. We're not. Now, I do believe spending time with yourself and getting right up here is majorly important. Mental health is majorly important. But when you're segregated for almost a year, some over a year, and when you're someone like myself who, I love hugs, man. I love hugs, and I love spreading joy and positivity and all that goodness, right? I love all of it. When you're not able to do that for almost a year, it feels like some weird science experiment, man. It just feels weird. So the first hug last Wednesday, the first hug was something, it probably was only 10 seconds, 15 seconds, but it felt like the hug lasted a week. And I've never seen so many people emotional over hugs and being able to see each other again. Now, that's not to say that I don't want everybody to still be careful and use your judgment. And if you're not comfortable with being in groups yet, please don't go out and do all that, because you don't want to do all that. I understand. But it just felt so good. So thank y'all for the love, and thank y'all for that. And Funk Shop Big says, life is improving every single day. Thank you. Absolutely. Kiwi says, I've seen. Glad for you. Kiwi also hugs Dwayne. Give big hugs. That's what I'm talking about, man. I love it. I love it. Yes. It's been amazing. So anyway, just like Funk Shop Biggs, aka Funk Shop TV, and myself, we're getting back into a more of a routine type of thing. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for myself, guys. I'm not sure of the exact times yet, because as you guys know, look, I started this about maybe half hour ago, 3:30. That's in the afternoon. Usually I'm more of an evening type of person, right? On Wednesdays I'm not going to be able to, because it's from 7 to 11 p.m. I have to go and make the music happen. But after that, I'm thinking of going after I get off of work on Wednesdays, of going live and streaming then. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to do it. But I am making sure Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays I will be streaming. What time, I'm not sure, but just, like they say on YouTube, click that notification bell, like, share, subscribe, and click that notification bell so every time something gets uploaded or turns on, you'll be notified.
Another one.
And so, I just can't be more thankful, guys. I just can't be more thankful. Also, having said all that, and all the love that we're showing and all of that kind of stuff, please, if you guys are in here and you see names that you haven't seen before, please go and follow them and help them grow as well, because we all grow together. In fact, speaking of which, because I did this for mine, this is for my boy Biggs right there. Bam. So everybody who hasn't followed Funk Shop Biggs or Funk Shop TV yet, there is my brother Biggs right there. You can get him at djbiggs.com. You can follow him on the YouTube, the Instagram, the Facebook, the Twitter. All of it's right there on the links. If you're watching this on YouTube, you already know what it is. It'll be down in the description, because I have to edit these videos before I put them on YouTube anyway, which is the luxury of watching this live, so you don't have to watch an edited version. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it makes sense. So, anyway, it's been great. It's been awesome. And I y'all know how much music means to me, man, and to be able to do that and share it again is awesome. And I also wish all my other DJs, all my other KJs, all my other music hosts, no matter what, I wish y'all a very speedy and healthy recovery as far as getting back to work. Three Monkeys also, Three Monkeys is a place that I am contracted out of, and we have two new additions to the family. Shout out to Tracy Fair. People that are watching this right now, there's probably only a few of you that know who he is, because y'all are local and know who he is. But he's going to be running the music on Sundays, doing the karaoke and song requests on Sundays. And then DJ Dirty Harry is going to be on Fridays. And so those two guys are legends in their own right. And so Saturdays are open for a special somebody. I'm not going to say who, but we're going to wait and see if they get back into it, because I, for one, and I know I'm not the only one, I, for one, would love to have Mr. Man back in the building, mixing and doing what he loves. But we'll see what happens. But so Sunday is Tracy Fair kicking off the music and karaoke. Fridays, come rock out with Mr. DJ Dirty Harry doing his thing, and I'm there Wednesday and Thursday from 7 to 11 p.m. Come down and share the love of music and hang out. So, other than that, guys, I've been good. I've been well. And a lot of my friends have messaged me or sent me little voicemails or have called and asked me, man, how you holding up? I'm always good. I'm always good. The circumstances change, but I tend to stay. I tend to stay pretty even keeled, and I just been sitting here planning and preparing. A lot of people say, what have you been doing? Planning and preparing. Well, what are you planning? It don't matter. What have you been preparing for? All of the above. And so 2021, 2022, 2023, and going forward is, I wish everybody a prosperous, whatever is prosperous to you, and a profitable new year in years to come. Whatever that looks like for you, I hope it works out. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you, dog. I hope you have a great night too. I'm gonna come check you out again. Watch you pop some heads, man. I love it. Take care, brother. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And yeah, I like it. Go shoot them dudes up. Quick scoping. Anyway, yeah, it's been awesome. It's been awesome. So awesome. Let's see. Funk Shop Big says, I'm thinking about it still. LOL. Okay, you see what I'm saying? I want to do a remote stream, but JJ doesn't seem too excited about that, so I don't know. I think what it comes down to is just the logistics. I don't know if he's not on board. I wouldn't say he's not on board. I just think he would probably be more open to it if he understood how it worked. And how we could make that happen. It would be dope for you to DJ at your house and then put it on that big screen. Well, put it on all the screens, because we have a way to obviously to put it on all the screens and watch you do your thing from home. It's just it probably just comes down to just the audio part of it and seeing how everything would work out or whatever. But he's definitely not opposed to it. And I'll say this, man, you are missed. You are missed. So, but yeah, it's been awesome. It's been real. It's been a very surreal feeling. Again, I feel like this is a science experiment, and I'm not even being a conspiracy theorist or anything. I'm just saying in general, it feels like a science experiment where somebody was like, let's take everybody, put them in segregation, throw a little turmoil in there, and then slowly bring them back together and see how they react. It just seems like a science experiment, man. It's so crazy. And I know the stuff is real and people have passed away, and I'm not saying anything about that. I'm just saying in general, the very first night that we opened up, it was just like, man, are we really doing this? Oh, and every time someone got ready to sing, it was like eye contact, like, yo, we're really doing this. Like, it's awesome. It's so awesome. And so, yes, you are definitely missed, my friend. So, but other than that, guys, I wanted to get on here real quick and say my thanks and kind of just talk about the mental aspect of everything before I get to the Q&A portion of everything I wanted to kind of talk about or whatnot. So now we're going to go ahead and get to the Q&A portion of what we're rocking. So just a few questions came in. Well, there's a lot of questions that came in my email, but I'm only choosing a couple because I don't want this to be too long, and I have some other things I have to take care of. But I want to give my opinions to who I said I would, and I said I would answer or do a small Q&A, things like that. So you guys can ask me questions here if you're watching this live, and if not, I'm also going to go to the email and see what we got as far as emails go. And if you want to email me some questions and see kind of what my opinions are, or if you're trying to work through something and you just need maybe not necessarily advice, but you just need, want to know an opinion that's outside of maybe your regular circle or something like that. And I'm always going to give honest opinions and things like that. Not necessarily advice, because I never want to tell anybody how to somebody else how to live their life, or anything like that. But if someone's asking me, hey man, should I break up with my girl or should I break up with, it's different if it's your girl, but if it's your wife or something like that, I'm going to be more of a silent on that. I'm going to be
No.
no. That's not going to be that might not be the advice that you want to hear. It just depends. And I'd rather have that face to face. You understand what I'm saying? That's kind of a convo that we should have face to face. But at the DPC experience, the DPC experience at gmail.com is where all the questions that I answer or give my opinions on are. And so you can send those to the DPC experience at gmail.com. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right in. This one comes from Steve X. Your last name actually starts with an X? That's kind of cool. Anyway, Steve, your question is, and it's actually pretty relevant. With someone who has developed social anxiety over this past year, in your opinion, how would you go about reintroducing yourself into the general public? That's a good question. That's a great question. I like that question. The thing about it is, to make it kind of easier in society, some people
Smoke weed every day.
and some people don't. And I'm not saying to do that if that's not your thing. What I would do is this. I would just take your time. Take your time, see what it feels like, and don't try to push it, right? Don't try to push it. Maybe go to a park and sit on a bench and just observe people. Or go somewhere where it's a large enough area that even if there's quite a few people there, it's still not going to be so packed so you don't get overwhelmed, if that makes sense. I myself don't have social anxiety, so it's not something that I can say I can relate, but I can definitely empathize, and I can definitely see how and why it would be hard to go back out in general population. But I would ask myself this is what I would ask real quick. This is what I would ask. If you've developed social anxiety from being away from people for over a year or whatever the case may be, and maybe it kind of scares you to get back out in public a little bit, what I would say is this. I would sit down and have a conversation with myself, and I would say, is it that I have social anxiety and being around people make me nervous? Or is it that we need to complete that sentence a little bit and say, is it the people that make me feel nervous, or is it the fact that I don't know who these people have been hanging out with? I don't know what their cleanliness habits are. I don't know what their hygiene habits are. I don't want to get sick. Or is it general social anxiety where you just panic at the thought of, being around groups of people? I think once you figure out what it truly is, and I'm not saying this isn't what it is, but what I am saying is once you figure out that this is the clear-cut thing that's making you feel this way, that's when you should be tackling it. As far as the steps to take to get over that, again, I've never had social anxiety, so I'm not sure on like steps, but if I was in that position to where being around people created this pressure inside of myself or created an uneasiness, I would just ease into it and not be overwhelmed. Don't go to a mall like Vancouver Mall or some shopping mall where there's going to be a lot of people walking around in masks and all that. Just go to a place that has maybe just a little bit of people walking around and just sit down and observe and sit down and be in that space. You know what I'm saying? Just be in that area and be conscious of what's going on around you. Then when that feels comfortable, boom, then you can go on to bigger and better things. But that's what I would do, Mr. Steve. That's what I would do. And I appreciate you sending that in. And yeah, please continue to keep sending those in, and I will continue to read them. So yeah, if you've developed some kind of anxiety throughout this whole lockdown, right? if something has happened to where this has caused you some kind of anguish in some form or fashion, y'all, please, make sure to do something about it, or reach out. One of the two, or something. Something. But yeah, so thanks, Steve. That's what I would do. It's exactly what I would do. So on to the next question and or statement for my opinion, I guess. So the next question comes from Stacy L. I think I might have read some stuff from you before, Miss Stacy. I'm not sure. I am not sure. But let's see what you got for me. Miss Stacy L says, oh, okay. So this one starts out with my boyfriend and I. Okay. All right. So my boyfriend and I we've only seen each other once a month for the past year because of the COVID situation, and we are trying to do our part. Okay. Cool. Good so far. She goes on to write, within this time frame, I've realized that there's a lot more in life that I would really like to do, and he seems more set on how things are and wanting to get back to normal. Okay, so before I read on, what I'm sensing is, because we had so much extra time on our hands, some people have discovered that they like more things about themselves, or new hobbies, or new something. Something has happened to where they spend enough time with themselves to gain a new perspective on something, right? That's what I'm gathering. Kiwi says, go do those things, girl. So you beat me to what I was gonna say. I would say this. I would sit down and have a conversation. The next time you meet, though, don't do it over the phone. Don't do it on video chat. Do it in person. And I would sit down and have an honest conversation and say, look, these are the feelings that I'm feeling. I need to know where you're at on this. And these are the things that I want to do. And if he's on board, cool. If he's not on board, and and he doesn't want to go do those things, then there's going to be a decision that has to be made. Don't end up being that type of person to be like, well, he doesn't like to do that, and I'll just go do it, and it'll be my time to myself. I mean, that might work, and it might work for some people, but for when couples find enough things to do apart, inevitably what happens is those things will become more abundant than the things that you guys do together. Those things will become more abundant than the things that you guys do together. Which means you're going to find more things to do on your own that you enjoy versus things that you guys enjoy together, if that makes sense. And so you need to have a conversation, you need to conversate and be honest, and and communicate. Yeah. And don't be afraid. Like if he's one of those guys that after you have this conversation, he goes home and he tells his friends like,
no, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
Then he wasn't meant for you anyway. So don't go and settle. Don't go make excuses for him. Don't go and do all that. Do what you want to do. And it's not selfish. It's not at all, right? Because we have to take care of ourselves first. Because if we don't take care of ourselves first, then we don't have any room to take care of somebody else. Not that we need to take care of them, but if you don't know what you want in life, it's hard to know what you want when you're with somebody as well. So that would be my advice to you. So thank you for writing in. I appreciate it. And I wish you the best of luck with that. So thank you. Go ahead, people. Give it up. All right. Awesome. Kiwi also said, getting to know yourself better is an excellent thing. Growth is good. Two people don't always grow or widen out on a parallel. This is true. This is very true. One person's growth, some people might grow as far as being by them. So the solitary confinement thing over the last year, there's certain categories of people, right? Some people, like I said, have found new hobbies, something that they found that they're interested in now that they weren't before, and they're really wanting to dive in and explore what else they didn't know they liked. So that's one category. Then you have another category of people that have maybe stop doing the things they love doing because of life and work and all this other stuff. And then when they have this extra time, they fell back in love with the hobbies that they left behind at some point. So you have that category. Then you have people that they haven't changed either way. And that's okay. That's okay. They've had all this time by themselves and they're the same exact person and they still love the same things. That's all good as well. I'm just simply saying, if you're in category A where you found there's new things that you like that you didn't know you liked, and you're category C who's fine where you're at and don't want to help category A grow or support what they want to do, their newfound hobbies or their newfound things, then there's going to be a conflict. That's all I'm saying. So, hey, there he is. What's good, man? What's good, brother? Thanks for stopping in. I've just been giving thanks and telling people how grateful I am that we're back to some sort of normalcy. It's something that I can't even explain. I can't even explain in a way that's going to get across the feelings that I have when we started it. So, ladies and gentlemen, the person that's in the building right there, the YNK EVA 77, went to high school with my boy. That's my boy Nate. Please show him some love. Follow him. Like I said earlier, we all grow together. We support each other. So, welcome, bruh. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Nate Dogg kicking in the door, making a scene. Well, no, not making a scene at all. It's just when he walks in the door, you're like, oh shit, what up? That's what it's like, man. That's what it's like. So, appreciate it. Second time he's in the room showing some love. So that's to you, dog. So Kiwi Star's another one. Please go support her. Her channel's badass. She is definitely somebody that you're gonna wanna watch. She has a story to tell. She has a great story to tell, vision wise. She just has a good life story, and I myself don't even know the entire life story at all. But she's an awesome person. And, again, we all grow together, and she's doing her thing too. So everybody on here, if you don't recognize any of the names, man, support each other. Support each other. Go say hi every once in a while. Nate, thank you. Kiwi Star says, I think it's healthiest when you and your partner have hobbies and interests together and also individually and separately. I agree. I agree with that as well. That way you have your togetherness and bonding / building things without losing your sense of self. That's 100% correct. I do have to say 100% correct. Because you don't want that's the thing, is you don't want to lose yourself, because you lose yourself, now you're just trying to conform into what that other person like wants you to be, or you feel that they want you to be. So yes, that's a good observation. I think that's awesome. Kiwi Star says, hey Nate, welcome. Phantom Yoda, aka Eric, you can't always do everything together or everything apart. Neither works well after a while. Again, good observation. Funk Shop Biggs, what up, Nate? Hey, I love you too, man. Love you too, brother. Love you too. Kiwi Star. Oh, yeah, we went to school together, man. I'm a couple years older, but yeah, we went to school together, so he's known me way back, back into time. So, but yeah, guys, you have to know who you are, right? There has to be things that still allow you to be you. And not that you can't be you when you have hobbies together with your partner or with whoever you're with. It's just, it's a healthy thing to have your own thing too, because you're not going to be able to spend 24/7 with your partner. You're just not going to. Every minute of the day will not be spent with that person, right? So, and no matter how well you get along or how well you don't get along, and if you don't get along, you shouldn't be together, but no matter how well you get along, there's going to be times where that time apart just for an afternoon or whatever is healthy. It's a very, very healthy thing to do. So Nate says, what's up? Back to everybody. Big says, life is good, my dude. That's right. Life is good, man. I'm so glad to hear you say that, bro. I'm glad to hear you say that. It's good to hear you say that, because there's a lot of people in this world that are just like, when they wake up, the only thing they hear is that. And so for those of you who don't know where that's from, you know, those 6 guys carrying that coffin, those 6 African dudes, that's all people hear, because sometimes their mind is down, you know what I mean? Sometimes their mind is just is in a negative space, and it depends on the circumstances, what's going on around them and how much negativity is around them. So it's one of those things that's hard to stay out of, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Life is good. It really is, guys. It's the perspective at which you look at things. It's the perspective at which you look at things. And if you don't necessarily take time to look at things the right way, or at least from a different perspective, then, you know, you're stuck in a rut, right? You're stuck in a rut. Awesome. Next question and or statement wanting my opinion. So this next one, sorry, I have to get my wires. And again, if this sounds any different, guys, let me know. If it sounds any different, I have my earbuds in versus my headset. I just want to see if it sounded better in my ears, as far as you know, putting those over my head or whatever. But so this next email, which is actually not even an email, it's an actual message, and I just lost it. Gosh dang it. Hold on. All right, so the next question, this one comes in from Brittany. And it's funny because I know about 7 different Britneys, and this particular Brittany, I know where this is coming from, and I know why this is coming, or this question was being asked. I know. And this question is, Not necessarily a question on boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, relationship, or anything like that. This is about self-value. And again, it's another, I call it COVID question because it's just something that's developed over the last year. Just as there's people that found hobbies they love, that they used to love, that they fell back in love with, or brand new hobbies with the extra time they've had on their hands, there are people on the opposite end of the spectrum who have lost themselves. That's what I call it. And so I will preference this email or this message or statement wanting my opinion, either way you look at it. I will preference in saying that this is the opposite end of the spectrum of what we were just talking about. So if you are one, or if you are that person that maybe knew exactly who you were or the things that you liked or whatever, and then the pandemic happened and you haven't seen anybody for a year or whatever the case may be, and you've kind of lost who you were, this is going to be, this is actually for everybody, because I know it's just not her that feels like this. Okay. The thing about it is this: if it were me in that position and you start to question yourself, I think everybody sits there and questions themselves about something every once in a while. If you don't, you should, because that's how we grow, right? Well, that's how we grow. You have to get out of your own way. It's not ego. It's not all that bullshit, right? So for people that, and not just COVID, but for people that have just lost themselves, regardless whether it was last year or just over the years, slowly start to lose a feeling or a sense of who you are. I solely believe that even though we've had this time on our own, I solely believe we lose track of who we are because we lose motivation in some sense. Regardless whether it's a reaction to something that has happened, maybe a breakup, maybe the pandemic, maybe loss of a job, maybe loss of whatever. There are certain things that will come into our minds that will have us questioning ourselves, like, man, am I really good at this? Or am I really meant for this? Or if I'm really meant for that, or whatever the case may be. Those type of questions come up. And because of the circumstances of being on your own, it's like you start to really second guess yourself. And when you start to second guess yourself, you really have to ask what's really going on. Okay. You have to ask, what have I done to pour back into my cup of positivity, right? How full is your cup of positivity? How full is it? If it's not very full, we're not really going to have a whole lot of positive things on our minds to think about, right? It's almost like running on fumes. It's almost like we're trying to catch these good vibes, bro. It's like when someone's throwing a football and they throw it over your head and you can't catch it, that it just went over your head and you have to kind of run back a little bit to get it and pick it up. That's kind of what we have to do, right? When you start second guessing yourself, why am I second guessing myself? Where was I before I had this thought? And then what happened when it clicked, right? What happened when it just clicked and all of a sudden now I'm second guessing myself? So there's always a before and after, right? How did you get to that after part? That's where I would rewind and try to go back and replay and say, where was it? Even if it's a slow, gradual like thing, there had to be some kind of a defining moment that started that downward kind of spiral. And that's just my opinion. You have to get back to being that badass you were. I don't care if you walk around saying, I'm a badass bitch, or, you know, I'm a queen, or I'm a king, or I'm this and I'm that. Whatever it is, you got to get back to that. If you were feeling better about yourself at that point in time, there's a reason why you were feeling better. Hey, thank you. There's a reason why you were feeling better at that point in time. So you kind of have to, and I don't want to say spend more time with yourself after just a year, but it's quality time, right? It's not just time, but it's quality time spent with yourself. And so I think that's what my advice would be for if you were on the opposite end of the spectrum and you had all this time on your hands and now you're starting to second guess maybe your choices in life. Maybe, you're starting to beat yourself up a little bit. Put it in perspective. And ask yourself, am I feeling this because of all the negativity energy around me? Or am I feeling this because this is an actual real thing that I'm going through? And then once you separate those two things, now it's just a process of elimination, right? So, but just know you're not alone. You're not the only person that goes through this. Everyone second guesses themselves sometimes in some form or fashion. If you have a goal, maybe you wanted to stop smoking and you did great. 6 months goes by, 7 months goes by, something happens. You're like, screw this. I'm going to have a cigarette. It's fine. You have one and now you beat yourself up over it. When it was the actual circumstances. It's not like you're strong. It wasn't that you weren't strong enough to be like, I can't do this. It's just the circumstances at that point in time caught you at a weak point. We all have weak points. Right? There would never be the statement of getting up if we don't fall down. I mean, that's just what it is. So don't beat yourself up. Try to go back to where you started feeling like it was going to change. That's what I would recommend. It's Brittany, bitch. Right? Exactly. I'm just catching up on chat right now. And exactly. It's exactly what it is. Miss Brittany. It's Brittany, bitch. Kiwi says, amen. Thank you. I appreciate that with the cheers. And other than that, guys, that's exactly what I would do. So like I said, I was only going to be on here for a little bit. I will probably stream later on today, which is going to be early tomorrow. But yeah, thank you all so much for, coming in, saying what's up, seeing how I'm doing. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, for the last week of getting back to work, last Wednesday and Thursday, and then last night and the night before, I can't thank you guys enough, man. I'm so grateful. So grateful. You guys came out, you showed support, not just in tips and not just in that sort of way. I'm just talking about simply showing up and being in the presence of music. That's it. That's all there is to it. And if you couldn't make it or whatever, that's fine too. This is not saying, oh, thank y'all for showing up and fuck all y'all that didn't. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm just grateful for the opportunity that we all get together and share the love of music, because music, let's face it, out of everything, out of sports, and I know sports is great and I love sports, don't get me wrong, but music is universal. It's a universal language. And I might not speak languages of other music that I like, but when you listen, that's all the language you need. How does it make you feel? How does it make you want to move? How does it make you think about stuff, right? Music is also a time machine. You hear a song from way back that you like, it automatically takes you back sometimes to the first time that you heard it. That's a time machine, the mental time machine. You understand what I'm saying? But other than that, guys, yo, Eric, thank you, man. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to still be doing this. And Nate, thank you, man. I hope to see you in person soon, and get that side hug, get that attaboy. You understand what I'm saying? You guys are great, man. And it's you already know what it is. It's never goodbye. It's always see you later. And once again, as always, I love y'all. I honestly do. I love y'all. Love yourself so we can love others, y'all. I'm gone. Peace.